Hello and welcome to Season Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer. See, no pause.
And today we're going to be, I swear, there's always like a 15-minute, 5 to
Kyle
7
says
business
there's
day
not.
pause. I know. When I listen to the recording, it's fine. But like every time we will talk for like 5 minutes before we start recording and there's not a gap. And then the second I introduce myself, there's a 5 to 7 business day delay between me introducing myself and you introducing yourself.
I'm socially awkward. I got to decide if I want to talk to everybody. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe not today.
You do act like so sheepish, like, hi, I'm Summer.
I'm the quiet one.
No, she's not. She lies. But did I already say season 2, episode 10, the season finale of season 2, Do or Die. It's going to be fun.
Or die.
This one was a much better episode because I know that we went off the rails last week, and I do apologize, but also it was a boring episode.
I loved the chapter headings for last week, though.
The chapter headings on Spotify were cracking me up because I talked to Kyle and I was like, oh, I feel bad because, Summer and I were like super off topic last week. And he was like, I know. And I was like, oh, I didn't think you like listened to the podcast. And he was like, I didn't. I just read all of your chapter titles and they were insane.
Yeah. You're going to read them? Because it's great.
I was looking for them. They were quite funny. Let me see if I can find them real quick without playing it. How do I do
I know one was like period talk.
Yeah. One was period talk or something like that. And then one was like plantar fasciitis.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. We were off topic. I don't know how to get to it on the computer. I'm confused, so I'm going to stop trying. But it was cracking me up reading it. It was literally like one of them was something about food or like, maniacal book organizing was
well, that's about you for sure.
We were off topic, but today we'll try our best. Okay, do we have any mullet time for today?
Hold on, I was looking for our chapters. I think I found them. Hold on.
Oh, did you find them? Okay,
I
go
did.
For it.
So it's Amy's high-risk pregnancy and Tammy's uncaring reaction. From PCOS struggles to reusable products, a candid look. Quarantine chaos, deep dive into Dean Koontz and maniacal book organization. The future me problem and Amy's hope and Tammy's way and Chris' determination to lose weight. A tangent on spicy noodles and criticism of episode's slow pacing. Planning Disney shoes and battling plantar fasciitis. Jerry visits Tammy's diet lies and shocking COVID-19. Baby Gage's birth, Tammy's underwhelming reaction. From chin hairs to classic vines. That's great. Love that for me. And apologies for a boring episode. So those are the titles from last week. So yeah.
We were off the rails.
And now my chin hair is so solidified.
It? Yeah, no, you already it's I asked if you wanted me to remove it and you said no.
No, I wanted to remove it, but I got it and it's fine.
I was like, do you want me to edit that? And you were like, no, keep it. And I think that it's good that people know what real life is like and we're not fake. So
no, we're so real. Unfortunately, we're too real, but
we're too real and we apologize, sort of.
Hopefully we're going to stay on topic and not do Dean Koontz.
This was a better episode.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably will come up. We'll see.
He always comes up. He's amazing.
So did we have any? I think we had like 2 comments or 3.
3 comments actually. So we think anyway. So Chaz met the entire family and waited 4 hours, which is
4 hours.
Awesome, blossom.
Yeah. And happy birthday! It's awesome.
Yeah, and happy birthday. Gregory tagged us in a picture after waiting 7 hours to meet them, and we're not sure if Gregory and Chaz are the same person, but if you are, then you get double recognition. And if you're not, we wanted both of y'all to get recognition because that's awesome.
What did you guys say to them? Like, what did they say?
Yeah.
Like, did you have time to have any kind of conversation? What were the vibes?
Yeah.
I'm so curious.
I've never been to a con. Like, Carl's been to cons before with his best friend, so I don't know if it's just like a prom pick leave. Like, do you get to pick who you stand by? Can you be like, hey, could I not have you 2 in here? Because there's somebody I'd like to kick from my picture. But also... hilarious in Gregory's picture, and I liked
you go just be like
Yeah.
Tammy, move. Tammy,
Can you just
get
move?
out
Can I
of
just stand right in front of her? Maybe two people in front of her. Just don't want you in this picture. But like, and then in the picture, and I liked it and commented on it. So hopefully y'all can all find it on Instagram. But freaking Amy is not wearing shoes, and she's the only one in the entire group not wearing shoes. I'm like,
I
girl,
like that vibe though, because I'm barefoot
oh my God.
90% of the time. I was barefoot at my wedding. I was barefoot at my prom. I was barefoot at my high school graduation.
I'm wearing socks right now.
I am too, but that's because I just took off my shoes because I'm well, because our other comment
Oh
about
yeah,
being
yeah. And Laura,
Disney people, I've been practicing wearing my new shoes for Disney.
which was also one of our chapters from last week. But yeah, Laura says that us being Disney adults is a definite red flag, and I want you to know it 1,000% is.
It
But
totally is.
Audie
Yeah.
always says she's not a Disney adult because she doesn't buy the ears, but she
I
just
don't
bought
wear
new
the
shoes and
ears,
new
so
shirts.
I'm not a Disney adult. I do not wear the ears. So I
That's
am
it.
exempt, but I
Also,
do go. I don't spend my money. I literally save my allowance. Like Kyle and I split up our allowances. We each get allowance every week, and I save mine all year long so I can go to Disney.
but she's
So
not a Disney adult.
I'm not a Disney adult.
And if you listen to Extreme Sisters, you also know that she keeps making Patrix and Patricia move to Disney and not Orlando.
I don't know why
But
else
she's
you'd go
not.
to Orlando.
I
I don't know
1,000% am
why
a
else you'd
Disney
go there.
adult. Like
Yeah.
I get excited about Mickey Mouse. I wear the ears. I do the clothes. Like I'm
I
trying to
do
get rid of.
cry. I cry several
You
times while I'm
do.
at Disney.
You do.
I love
I
it.
cry a lot, but only because I'm in pain. No, I cry. I cry when I see the castle, and then on the last night, I always cry. But
Yeah.
I know my red flags. Like I don't accept a lot of my flaws, but I am 100% a Disney adult. People ask me, it's like, yeah, for sure.
There's a podcast that I listen to that I love, Ace and Caitlin. I think what's their podcast called? Like Love Should Be Multiplied. Sister Wives Love Should Be Multiplied, Not Divided. And they like have they bitch about people, right? And one of the
Yeah.
first things they ever got me with was they were like, Disney people are just so weird. And then they said one thing where they were like, I don't know why the people who go to Disney are the people who look like it would hurt them the most to go. And I was just like, okay.
Okay.
Like, 100% me.
I feel targeted, but okay.
I feel
thank
targeted,
you.
but they get everyone eventually, so it's fine.
But to
And then
be
they
fair,
also made fun of renegades one day, and I was like, I have one of those too.
I have one of
So,
that. To be
it's
fair,
all
though, the
fine.
reason people who hurt the most to go to Disney is because Disney, there's nothing you can't fit. There are very few
That
rides that,
you
as big
fit
as
in
you are, you
every
cannot fit.
ride. There's
Yeah.
benches everywhere. The food
Yep.
is awesome.
The food, I'm still debating if $1,000 is enough for a week for food or not.
Okay,
So
summer. Okay, this is just sorry.
we're not red flag people, though.
We will get into the episode, I promise. But Summer's never gone to Disney without having the dining plan, and this is the first
never.
time we're gonna go with no dining plan. My mom and I have gone several times together without the dining plan. Like during COVID, they didn't offer it. So $1,000 is way overkill because like I told you, you will buy mom a half of an apple in the morning and then mom will be like, oh, you bought my apple, I owe you 5 dinners now.
Well, now you have to cut that or mom will know that's the plan.
No, because she knows, because she's always like, I owe you 10 dinners? And I'm like, Mom, I literally bought you 1 bottle of water. I think we're even.
My plan was to take $1,000 in gift cards.
Too much.
Just for Disney. And then $800 in cash.
That is so overkill.
Just in case I run out of food money.
You literally just need like not even I'm only gonna take $500 total,
but
and that's for souvenirs.
If you get
and food.
hungry, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna look at you because you have $2,000 on you.
No, I have $1,800.
You have $1,800. I'm just gonna be like, Summer, do you want to go to Satuli again?
Because I feel like, well, that's what's, I mean, guys, we are going to get to it, I swear. But yeah, I'm just really worried about not having food money. And I can't do that. Like, I get very hangry. I mean, like,
it's fine to plan it, but dude, you're not going to bring like that much cash, are you?
$800 in cash, yeah.
Cash? Okay. Well, that's a lot. I'm bringing 0 cash.
And I will make sure and link our itinerary so we can get robbed. No, I'm kidding.
Here's all the places we're gonna go. Here's
Just
all of our
kidding.
stops. We'll post our room number when we check
I'll
in.
be the only one with cash though. So if you do try that, it will just be my cash because my mom and my sister do not carry cash.
No,
Ever. I'm
they
the only
don't.
one ever with cash. So
Yeah.
you'll have to pick who's
All right.
who.
So take that. We're not
Yeah.
red flags.
We're not red flags. We are the red flag. We're not the red or a red flag. We are
I'm
the
like
red
so
flag.
excited to go. We have like a few weeks left, and I'm like jazzed. I'm ready to go for sure. But
What?
okay, while we're ready to go to Disney, Tammy's
Let's
ready
get
to go to the hospital. So let's
oh,
get into
nice.
this.
Okay, recovering from COVID-19, Tammy now needs constant oxygen and her weight spirals. It doesn't spiral, guys. It balloons. I wish it would just say that.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So we get like the black screen from last episode, and it like has all the white text on it, like super like dun dun dun. It says Tammy was rushed to the ER for shortness of breath and was diagnosed with COVID-19. Due to the severity of her case, she was transferred to a hospital in Indiana and was hospitalized for 2 weeks. So now she's
2
home from the hospital,
weeks.
and then Amy's like, Tammy got COVID. Did
Yeah.
you notice her calling it COVID the entire time?
Yeah, and she thought she was going to die.
I mean, yeah. So now Tammy is on like oxygen full time, and
Which
Amy
is
goes
how
to take her food.
Yeah, which is how I first saw Tammy because like the first episodes that I ever watched, Tammy was on oxygen. So like
Yeah.
these first 2 seasons with her not being on oxygen, I'm like that's so weird.
Yeah, I think that the first episode I made you watch, wasn't it Smoky Mountain Meltdown? Or just clips
Yeah.
from it?
I think it was
Okay.
just clips and then
I think I
don't
made
wanna
you
get
watch
out of
the
the
Florida
van.
trip. Yeah.
Florida trip.
The Florida trip
What?
with the punch out.
Oh yeah, that one's one of my favorite. That's where Amy loses
That's
her
great.
stuff, not where Tammy loses her
Yeah,
stuff.
that's gonna be so. I'm so excited. God, I love this freaking show.
You do.
I really love this show. It's so much fun.
I liked a lot of this one. This was a good episode to
This
end
was
it
a good
on.
episode. This was a good classic episode. So Amy goes to take Tammy some food. She's just standing outside the window basically, and Tammy says that the scariest thing was when she was gasping for air, which would be terrifying. Like my father-in-law said once that I don't know what happened, if it was like an asthma attack or what happened, or a panic attack, I don't know, but he said he woke up and he could like breathe in, but he couldn't breathe out because he started panicking. And so, and he was like, it was super scary to like, you could breathe, but then like it wasn't exhaling. And I don't remember what happened there, but he's fine. So, but that would be terrifying. You basically just have to pass out.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. I don't love that.
Have you ever seen those videos of those like babies? Like there's like some kind of reflex or something where a baby will like start to cry, but their mouth will be open and they'll like, yeah, and they just won't be breathing at all.
Yeah.
That looks, it always, this is why I can't be a parent, because I don't think I could, I don't know what you do with that. And I feel like I would just break down and cry.
I've seen people like blow in their faces.
Yeah, blow in their faces to try and get them
or
to
like try
breathe.
To do not drop a baby. I'm not saying drop, but you know, like the fake, like, whoa, like to startle them out of it. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. I have no idea.
It's so scary looking though.
Yeah, I feel like
scary.
I would panic seeing that for somebody else's baby, and I'm not a baby. I'd be like, oh my God, your baby stopped breathing. Like,
yeah, I mean,
go do that.
Everyone should be panicked if that would be terrifying. Yeah. Absolutely terrifying.
Terrifying stuff. So yeah.
Tammy says that her lungs were already shot and that COVID made it worse, which makes sense. And then she says that if she ever takes off her oxygen, she gets shaky. So she's already very needing it.
So you think Jerry brought COVID to her? That's what I think.
The only thing. That's what, like, because there was a part where they were like, "Well, we don't know. Chris also got it, so we have no idea where it came from." And I was like, "She's been blowing Jerry. Yeah. What do you mean we don't know where it came from? One person has come to the house. Gage just got home. Yeah. Jerry came over. Tammy got COVID, and so did Chris. That's the only thing that makes sense."
Yeah, I was like, I guarantee you, Chris came over to see Tammy probably before or right around the time she probably got
Right. Well, I mean, it's
was getting
possible
sick.
that Chris got it at work or something, but
Yeah.
and took it to Tammy, but the only thing we've seen is Jerry.
I'm not gonna lie. After this episode, I'm blaming Jerry for everything. I'm gonna get on the Chris bandwagon here and be like, nope, I hate him too.
You can't
I'm
blame Jerry
just,
for everything though.
I
Tammy is an
can,
adult.
I can though.
You do you.
I
But
can.
and then Amy is like yelling through the window at Tammy. It's actually a really cute scene because you
Yeah,
can tell that that Amy, though she's very terrified about what's happening with Tammy, is trying to be like silly,
yeah,
to make it to where Tammy's not worried about herself.
yeah.
So yeah, I liked that. And well, not I don't like it because it's awful that your sister's not doing well, but then she's just like, I can't wait for Tammy to hold the baby. And I'm like, shut up about your fucking baby. He's
No, if
adorable,
he is, but
but
if I
shut
was
up.
Tammy, I'd be like, I'm so. I mean, but so moist critical. Charlie talks about this all the time. You shouldn't make one thing. You shouldn't ever make one whole thing your personality. Like a Disney
Yeah.
adult. But um,
I play video games. I've got
I
a
don't
couple
have anything.
things.
I don't have anything else. But um, I feel like Amy is literally now everything in her life is just this, and I feel like that happens a lot with parents,
I feel like that
especially.
makes sense though, because
Ugh,
it's a
drives me
whole
crazy.
life that you are responsible for,
I think
that
they're
every
bigger than that,
waking and
Audie.
sleeping moment of your life is about. So it makes
Mm.
sense that for a while, everything would be about making sure this human is alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been the friend without kids, and I like my friend so much more now that her youngest is like 16. I think now. I think that's how old Reese Cup is. So
Yeah.
much easier. So
Yeah.
much easier.
Yeah, I get it. But I
But
mean, it's
she's
not surprising that
obsessed.
a brand new mom is obsessed,
Well, and this
I
is
think that
all
makes
she's ever
sense.
wanted. This is like,
Mhm.
this is it. This is
Yeah.
this is her thing, and that's really good. I'm really proud for her. But yeah, I'm tired of like I just want her to hold the baby. It's like, well, nobody cares. That is just you.
Okay,
Nobody
but
else cares as
later
much.
on when Chris holds Gage and she just kind of looks so happy to see
Yeah.
her brother just burping her son, that part made me tear up because I was like,
Oh my
that's
god.
really sweet.
No, it was.
That's so sweet.
I just watched this part again because we took a break between podcasts, and I'm in a better mood now because I ate. But
And pooped, don't forget.
and pooped. I pooped and ate. I feeling so much better. Like my stomach was hurting in the last one. I was like, I'm gonna
You could have
die.
stopped me. I've had to stop before to poop, so
Well, I'm out of Dr.
it's not a
Pepper,
big
so we'll
deal.
see how this goes. But
I'm terrified, guys.
I'm gonna just hate everybody by the end of this. But no, I did think it was sweet because she did look like she was so happy and just in this. I want to say the word in love, but not she's in love with her brother, but just in this
But
aura
yeah,
of like my
yes,
big brother's
yeah.
holding my son. This is everything I've ever wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so
It
happy.
was honestly a really beautiful moment,
Yeah,
if I'm being honest. So, and then
less
we find out that
beautiful than
Chris
this part.
also got COVID, right? And then
Yeah,
Tammy goes to get the food after Amy walks away, and holy shit, I need to magic eraser her door so bad. Her door was disgusting. That was the grossest door I've ever seen. And I don't understand how you shut that. And you sit in this one fucking room, sorry,
yep,
your entire day
yeah.
looking at that door, and you've never been like, I'm going to scoot my butt over there and wipe that down. It
No,
would take
because
literally like a minute and a half max
well, for
to fix
Tammy, it would
that
probably
door.
take 7 to 8. But also, you skipped the part about the banana, which I thought was hilarious, where Amy's like, "I
Oh,
got you a
yeah.
banana," and she goes, "For potassium." She's like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Is that healthy?" And Amy goes, "I don't know." I'm like,
It
"Oh my
goes,
gosh,
oh,
this
I'm
is
pretty
why y'all
sure.
are fat." I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be rude, but this
I
is
think I think you're fine having a banana
yeah. I was
personally,
like,
but
"It's not banana cake," but I thought that was so funny. She's like, "Is a banana healthy?" It's like, why?
and then Amy just shrugs. Oh,
I don't know.
now
She's like, "I don't know." It's like, yeah, probably. I feel like if it comes in a natural package, it's probably pretty good for you.
I
Like,
think
like
so.
beans, cow. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And my refried beans are crunchy, so I have to redo. I'm gonna have to change how I did them last time
If you've
or this
missed
time.
it, um, Audie refuses to buy actual groceries anymore. Now she's living like an Amish. And
I
it's
am. I'm trying to make everything as much as I can by hand
okay,
because
hold up what you
everything is
just
expensive.
hold
Okay,
up your
this
hand.
isn't. Shut up.
Okay.
This
I was
isn't.
about to say. Actually,
This
wait,
is
that is
my.
not your protein shake, is
No,
it?
this is
That's
not
different.
caffeine though. This is my nighttime one.
Oh, you okay? So we can't afford to buy beans in a can, but we have a night shake and a morning shake. Now,
Okay, this is because I wanted more protein and because I don't know, I really like thinking about food as little as possible.
mm-hmm.
And so this is working for me and we don't judge.
We did not. You have to start. You have to. We listen and we don't judge. I killed
We
my
listen and we
mom.
don't judge. I'm not going to rebuy these though because they're more expensive than my other ones. But I might.
You just canceled your YouTube Plus because you can't afford it. You're
Okay,
like,
because YouTube
no.
Premium
I'm not
raised
arguing.
its family price to $27.99, and I was like, I'm not paying for that. It's
No,
ridiculous.
I've never been on it. I like you watching YouTube on my phone because you get so irate. It's
Well, now
hilarious.
that's going to be me because we basically decided that if you buy like a single plan of YouTube Premium, it's only $9. So I will no longer have no commercials because I don't want to mess up mine and Kyle's recommended, but I might
Yeah,
mess it up. I might just log into his Google and fuck up all of our recommended, and
that's sometimes fun.
it's just going to be the Baldur's Gate voice actors playing Baldur's Gate, which is all I've been doing while I'm working.
See, something fun.
Yeah.
I just do it. Just do it.
I only have 2 more trophies and then I've
I
got the
know.
platinum.
You haven't
Okay,
done
I
that
told you
yet?
that.
You talked about it on Saturday.
Well, one of them is tactician, bro, and I also work all weekend, so no, I haven't done it yet. It's
Okay,
Monday.
well, I'm just saying. No, you talked about that on Trek Watch.
Oh, I didn't think anyone's listening but Jacob. So,
I
who knows?
listen. I just
Well,
don't
because once I
respond
started
sometimes
talking
because I
about
have nothing.
Baldur's Gate, all 3 of you disengaged and rolled out.
I'm still listening though. I just don't have anything to contribute to the conversation. So I'm just kind of like,
I don't know why
yeah,
you're
that's
not
cool.
fascinating. You know what? When we drive to Disney, I'm going to tell you every single thing about Baldur's Gate.
You can do that when you drive. If you try to do
I
that when I
will
drive,
because
we
you
won't
can't
make
get
it.
away.
Yeah.
No, I'll ask you Disney trivia and crap like that when you're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a red
but
flag.
I'll be like, what trauma do you want to unpack right now?
We're not unpacking. I have zero trauma. My life has been perfect and beautiful. That's what I'm going to make myself believe before we go. Be like, what trauma? I don't have trauma.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get like a lobotomy? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna become an alcoholic. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god. So
Looking
we
forward to
cut
it.
to 1 week later, and Chris is going over to visit Tammy. They have a weigh-in with Dr. Smith, like a Zoom weigh-in. So it's been 7 weeks since they last saw him because they had to delay due to COVID. So Dr. Smith is like asking about their food choices, and Chris is basically like, well, I made probably a few bad choices while I was sick. Like, which
Which
I
who
thought was interesting because
doesn't?
he also said that he couldn't taste anything. So,
Yeah. So why not eat a salad every day?
like, yeah, because he was like, well, you could eat like prime rib, like you could eat ribeye and it would taste like cardboard. I'm like, then just eat Brussels sprouts, right?
But I do understand because like when I got COVID, Cheetos Puffs didn't taste right anymore, and I went for 2 years. I went to Crunchy, and I'm just now back on the fence between Crunchies and Puffs.
See, I didn't ever lose taste. Like, I got COVID once in 2022, like after everything was reopened, but like nothing. I guess maybe it was because I was already vaccinated. I don't know, but I didn't get like anything other than like a flu.
That would be nice. But yeah, but he did say that the reason he thinks he's probably gained weight is because he was so tired he couldn't move. I was like, I mean, I've had COVID 3 times, so yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but also here's the thing. We've talked about this multiple times. Working out is like 10%. Like
Yeah.
90% of your weight loss is just counting your calories. You cannot move and lose weight.
Yeah,
He
but
was overeating. So
that's
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 the
the
problem.
horrible part.
Yeah. So then they ask Tammy, and she's basically like, oh, I kind of gave up, and my choices haven't been good. So she's saying like, that some days that she feels like she could do stuff and the other days she can't, she doesn't feel like she wants to do it, basically. So then Dr. Smith asks them to go ahead and weigh in, and Chris was 397 sorry, 397 at the last appointment and needs to lose 15 pounds. So he weighs in and he's at 390, so halfway to the goal. And Dr. Smith like doesn't really seem upset at all.
No,
But he just
I
says that Chris needs to lose the other 9 to be greenlit.
I do like how he's like, at least you're showing me that you're there. And I
That
mean,
you're trying. Yeah.
I feel like getting sick does make you like, I don't want to work. I don't care what I eat because at some point, like for me, when I have COVID, I'm so tired that I don't want to eat. So anything that I do want to eat, I'm just like, well, I can eat this whole pizza. So I'll eat that whole pizza because at least it's
Yeah.
something I want to eat. So I feel like his doctor did really good about being like, yeah, that makes sense. You've been sick. Like, I'm going
Yeah.
to give you the grace of knowing that this is because we're in a global, what do you call it? Panini.
Panini. Yeah. Yeah. And then they get Tammy to go get on the scale, and they show the entire process of her getting up and walking around the table to get
Oh,
to the scale. And it was, and I know I say this all the time, but it was like rough. It
I'm
looked hard to
I'm so
do.
glad you're talking about this because her standing on the sale, I was like, that girl gained some serious weight. Like, I'm not trying to be
Yeah, I
rude,
was
but
looking
this
at her and
does
I was like,
not
I'm
look
sorry,
good.
but you are up for sure. There's no
Yeah,
way you're down. So
there's no
she,
way you're up that
yeah,
you're even. Like you are up, and you're
mm-mm.
up by a
She,
bit.
yeah. So she
Yeah,
last time weighed 644, and she needed to lose only 25 pounds to hit the
not
goal,
bad.
which realistically, someone that large wouldn't have to do that much to do. But instead, Tammy is 665 now. So
Oh my
Tammy is up
god,
21 pounds in 7 weeks.
that is crazy.
Yeah. And then Chris is like pissed. Like
What
Chris
is
is
that
super
3?
mad.
Is that 3 pounds a week basically up?
Yeah. 3 pounds a week.
That's crazy.
Which honestly is less than, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound that bad, but it's bad.
But
So
it
Chris
does for someone who's
basically, how
already this
many
big.
calories do you, hang on, wait.
Oh, she's gonna Google.
Hang on. I'm
I
trying to
think
see
it's
how many
funny.
calories you need to sustain. So you need to maintain 660 pounds, you need to eat 4,500 calories per day, which doesn't
Dang.
sound like that many, honestly. That sounds pretty easy to do.
I mean, a can of Dr. Pepper is 300 calories. So that's a lot of
A
Dr.
can
Pepper.
is 300. I thought a can was 150.
No, a burger. No, yeah, you're right. A can is 150 and a McDonald's cheeseburger is 300.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, like, but like, if you just got like a bag of chips and like a box of Swiss cake rolls, yum.
I don't
And
think
that would
that's
do it pretty much.
I don't think that would be enough. But then she's not maintaining, she's going up.
So she has to be eating like 5,000.
That is and not moving at all. But Amy said in the beginning that she lost weight in the hospital, but now she's home and gaining weight again. So when they had her in the hospital, they had her losing
5,500
weight.
plus
Oh my
to
god.
5,500 plus to gain 3 pounds a week.
So, but she lost weight in the hospital, and we talked about before that someone at her size can lose weight really quickly. So she was losing weight when they had her on probably like intravenous feed or controlling her
Yeah.
diet. She probably dropped a lot of weight, and then she came
And then
home and
she's
put this
ballooned.
all back on.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, she probably did. Yeah.
So
She
it's probably not
probably
even
lost
7
quite a
weeks. It's
bit and then
probably
came home and gained it all plus some.
yeah,
Yeah. But Chris looks literally furious. And then he says,
yeah, he
are
does.
you even trying? And this is like in his talking head. He says, every time she steps on the scale, she adds 20 pounds. And then he says, I failed as a diet buddy. No,
No,
that's not what happened here.
no, she failed as a sister, as a human
Yeah,
being.
pretty much.
Like,
And then
just
Dr.
saying.
Smith is like, why did you gain so much weight, essentially? And then she's like, I just wasn't doing what I needed to do. And it's Tammy. So, we all watch the show. So she's doing her
Yeah,
like shutdown thing kind of, but not her
yeah.
angry
I
shutdown,
had to
her
do what
like
I want to
quiet
do.
shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she says that some days she tries to eat healthier and then other days she just doesn't see the point. And then she says, I don't know how to stop. And so Dr. Smith is like, we are dealing with a much bigger problem of a food addiction than just you needing to lose weight. But admitting that you don't know what to do is a step forward. Agree
Right.
with him. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you're right.
sure. For sure.
And then she says that
Great.
she'll go to therapy, but not with her family.
Which, why
So,
would anybody want to go to therapy with their family? I mean, I get if you're having problems with your family, but if you have trauma or things that, like, yeah, Tammy needs therapy by herself for
yeah, I
sure.
think that she's probably because in all of the other episodes we've seen, they did like a couples kind of a therapy with
Yeah,
Amy, didn't they not? Yeah.
yeah.
So she's probably like, yeah, I'll do it, but not with Amy again. I'm not doing that. And I'm
It's
sure
like,
that was
yeah,
just for the show, you know,
probably, yeah. No,
but
she definitely needs therapy, but I'm glad that she at least acknowledges that maybe she's having issues besides blaming Chris and everybody else. But at another
yeah,
extent, I'm also like, Doctor, I understand that you're like, no, 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 like she needs, like, this is an addiction, but also this woman blames everybody for everything too. So,
she does. And then this is where like I hope she's being genuine, but I also wouldn't be surprised if she's just saying these things to placate Dr. Smith so that he'll get off the phone.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying she is, I'm not saying she isn't, but Chris has 3 weeks to oh my god, we talk too much. Anyway, Chris has 3 weeks before he weighs in again cuz
Rude.
we're already at 30 minutes and I feel like we've barely started this episode. So anyway, um
There's a lot to
and
talk
then
about this episode.
Tammy's goal is just that she needs to get back where they started. And I have recently gone through and deleted all of my old show notes. So I don't know what that means. No number was provided. So I don't know what that means. But
I
he
don't
says he's going
either.
to set her up with a therapy appointment.
Which apparently she doesn't go on because spoilers. Chris talks about it later. He's like, she's not even going to therapy. It's like, of course she's not. Of course she's not.
Yeah.
Because I think you're right. I think she
Nope.
was just trying to say whatever she could so she could stop being in trouble. And this is just a way for her to blame her lack of weight loss on something else. And
Yep.
now she can blame it on, well, I need therapy. It's like, no, you just need to put down the ding dongs. And I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person, but
Well, but I mean, she does need therapy
she
because
does.
she needs to figure out what is driving her to need this food. Like, what hole is it filling? You know, like,
Yeah.
I know I've said it before, but if you ever watch my 600-pound life, like, I know that Thousand Pound Sisters hasn't gotten into their trauma. And I
Yeah.
assume that horrible things have probably happened in their lives, you know, but like, if you watch my 600-pound life, rarely do you find someone on my 600-pound life who gained that much weight for no reason. Like it's a
Yeah.
protection. So there's a
Yeah.
reason this happened. So I do think she needs therapy, but I don't know that she's ready yet to do those
No,
things.
I don't think
So
we're at rock bottom, which Amy asked
we're
later
not.
when does somebody hit rock bottom? I was like, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, she's not rock bottom yet. But
No.
Tammy is getting to finally meet the baby. And that's pretty much all I wrote about that scene. Amy brings in the baby and then tells him that he can fart on Tammy. Tammy calls him like, what does she call him?
Tater
My
bug.
tater tot? Tater
She
bug.
calls him tater bug, my TT. And I'm like, I'm confused because tater bug would be TB unless we're calling him just tater.
Or maybe she didn't want to call him TB because of tuberculosis.
Do you think this woman knows what tuberculosis is?
I don't know. Has she ever played Red Dead Redemption? No?
No. It
Oh,
has to,
okay.
it's
Then
too many buttons to push.
it is a
Sorry.
lot of buttons to push, and you can't
See?
go, okay, tangent. I love Red Dead Redemption 2, but you can't go like ham, like just for fun, like you do on GTA, because they keep if you get a bounty on you, that
Yeah.
stays. And when I was playing Red Dead, I was broke all the time and I could not afford any of the bounties. So you can't ever just let loose
You can't
and
just ever
go,
have fun. It's not that kind of game.
no,
No, I
no,
did
you
think
can't.
this was a cute scene. I couldn't help, and I'm not trying to be super judgy because I know Tammy's in a better place now, and but when she took the baby from Amy, like her hands were just so big compared to just his
He was
whole
so little.
body. And
Yeah.
then I was just like, "Oh my god, if I was a parent, I would be worried about this." I would be like,
But you know that that's like the warmest, softest thing that Gage
"Yeah,
has ever slept on, probably.
probably." Well, and like, what's the dog's name? Tidbit or Little
A
Bit
little
or
bit.
whatever? Yeah, Little Bit was all excited to see her.
Yeah.
Like, it was a really sweet scene, and I know for Amy, I feel like this is more for Amy than it is for Tammy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well, I think it's probably for I think Tammy is excited to see Gage, but I also think that Tammy's got her own stuff going on right now, but the baby was very small
oh my
compared
god.
to her.
But he
And then
opened his eyes and we got to see his little Michael face when he smiled. I was like, "Oh my god, there he is. Looks just like his
yeah, it's
dad.
crazy
So
seeing
much like his
Michael's
dad."
face just like in a baby form.
Mhm.
It's nuts. But
He's so cute.
Jerry is back. And then she says
Oh.
in their little like couples interview, she's like, Jerry coming back is proving that he's really in it for me. And then he's next to her shaking his head while she's
Mm-mm.
saying this.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then the producer asks like how it's going. And he's like, well, it's going. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all are in love. Oh my God. May a love
I
like
think
this find me. It's so
Tammy is
awful.
so delusional.
She is.
So delusional. And Jerry is honestly, I don't like Jerry anymore. Like there were times I was like, I can give Jerry credit for that. I can give Jerry credit for this. I can't anymore because there is no way that an adult man doesn't realize what he's doing to this woman. Like he is taking
No, he
advantage of
knows.
this woman's need for love to get his rocks off. That makes you a terrible human being. Like I'm sorry,
I
it
mean,
does.
I agree with you, but I feel like this problem existed before Jerry. Jerry is going to
Yeah,
go and this problem is still going to exist. So you
yeah.
cannot blame all of this on Jerry.
Well,
Like
no, because
Jerry might be the enabler of the month, but Jerry's not the reason why she's this heavy.
no, and there will be somebody after him, but I just don't know how any. I don't know. I don't like Jerry. I'm over it.
Yeah, I don't like him either, but he makes her a smoothie that he then obviously hates. And he puts peanut butter in it. And I feel like I love peanut butter in certain doses, but I feel
Love
like
peanut
that's
butter.
probably pretty high calorie to put in
Yeah,
a smoothie.
peanut butter's not, and if you notice, both of the smoothies were different colors.
Yeah.
Because I noticed it because it looks like his had strawberries and something, and hers, when he got done blending, it looked like it had chocolate or something on it. I was like, is he
Oh,
feeding her a chocolate milkshake while he's eating a
is
strawberry
it a
one?
milkshake?
I don't
Oh
know,
my
but that's
God.
almost what with like protein powder, which is fine if you're gonna do it like a meal substitute, but if you're just having a protein power shake with your eggs and bacon, that's not doing anything.
Yeah. And I don't think the protein powder, if you mix it with like ice cream and make a milkshake, isn't really doing what you think it's doing.
Not unless you're going for gains because 'cause you're working out so much, but I doubt that's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
happening.
I would love to have to go for gains. Not really, but wouldn't that be a fun problem to
I've
have?
got so many gains because of all the funerals lately that I've gained so much. I haven't tried
Yeah.
on my shorts in so long. I'm like, I hope I have stuff that fits. But also, I figured out the best way to beat depression is to eat. So I'm working on that right now.
You probably need to, like, in a couple weeks, try on your shorts.
Yeah, I feel like my plan this weekend, Carl's off. We're thinking maybe going to the city to get my shoes and everything. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking Wednesday and Thursday are his days he works. So I'll probably like keep my bra on because I normally put on my PJs as soon as I get home and trying on everything and doing like a
But
pre-pack.
only do that if you're mentally fine.
Well, I
That's
don't
my
know if I'll
advice.
be mentally
No.
fine anytime soon. I need therapy, probably.
You don't need
Speaking of
therapy. I
therapy,
mean, everyone needs therapy probably, but we've also gone through a lot. So,
yeah,
um and we both handle things very differently. So,
we do.
anywho, going back,
We're
we're
not the
almost an hour
same.
in. We're the same.
Same.
Same. So then Tammy's talking to Jerry about how him making bad foods around her and offering her part of it is like a temptation. And he's
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, I don't tell you you have to eat it basically. And she's like, it's really hard doing that. And he's like, well, I'm just testing you. And I'm all like,
Yeah.
that is where he's an asshole because you shouldn't be doing that. Like,
No,
honestly. And then he
because
says to the producer he doesn't feel bad about bringing bad foods in at
no,
all.
because she said he made a whole cake and then offered her a piece.
A cake.
Yeah, a whole
A
cake.
cake.
I haven't made a cake in years. I mean, you can just go to
No.
Walmart and buy a slice of cake. Like, who's just like, you know what? The two of us need whole cake, a whole ass cake
You know
with
what, though?
icing.
That would be pretty fun.
It would
I'm
probably
not
be
gonna lie.
great. I mean, I made cookie dough the other day just because I want a cookie dough.
I mean, yeah.
But I
Again,
mean,
yeah.
but yeah, I
But
just feel like
I
that was
just,
kind
I
of.
don't know.
And then he's like, "Well, I'm just testing you," and he said it like honestly, like in every cliche devil move of like, "Well, I'm just testing you." It's like, okay, okay, Satan, like back
You know,
off.
I think he just, I mean, do you think, I don't know. I don't know what feeder websites are. I don't know if they're just, I'm sure it's different levels, but I'm sure there are men who are just interested in women that size. And then there are men who are interested in watching women that size eat.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling like Jerry's probably the second, where
Well,
he likes watching her consume food.
that's what I'm. And he's like, "Well, I need to gain weight, so I don't feel bad at all." And it's like, bro, you're killing her. Like
He doesn't care. Yeah.
straight up.
He
But
does
I don't
not
know.
see her as a person at all, I don't think.
And also, I hate this for Tammy, which almost gave me sympathy for Tammy. I say almost, people, I still don't like her, but almost gave me sympathy because this seemed like a very real moment she had with Jerry, where she's like, "It is hard, and
Yeah.
you need to help me do better because I know that you would help me be better." And he's like, "Oh, I don't care," and she's just like, "Okay." Like she was being
Yeah.
genuine and honest with him, and he just meh.
Yeah. But then again, I feel like, I don't know, she should kick him out of the house. He doesn't live there. And then she's like, well, if he wants to move in, he's more than welcome. And it's like, are you
Oh,
kidding me? Girl, I
oh,
don't
brother,
know. Ew. But Amy and Michael go to walk in the park with Gage. And uh, sometimes it annoys me because they're like, she just annoys me sometimes because Amy's just like, can you picture when Gage is like 45 and he's here with his grandchildren and his
yeah.
children and we're just going to be sitting here and Tammy's going to be, and it's just like, I don't know. Do you not have anything else to talk about?
No, she's
Nothing?
a new parent. This is all parents do. Like, do you
Nothing else
remember?
to talk about.
Remember when we went on my bachelorette trip and we had our one cousin who was pregnant, and that was her whole soul existence and life and personality?
No, I don't remember her talking about that too much.
Oh my god,
I don't remember that trip as much as you do because it wasn't traumatizing for me.
that
So I
checks out.
remember I remember a few instances and I remember everyone being annoying. And if you're listening, you were annoying.
Yep,
But
you were.
that's pretty much it. You were. So come at us at the next funeral.
Yeah,
Like, but
we'll just cry. Cry.
no, I won't cry. I've told you I go to everything with matches and gasoline. I don't give a fuck.
That's true.
So
It's the best thing about you as a person.
yeah, that I don't care.
Yeah. And I still get upset when one cousin doesn't talk to me. I'm like, oh, I hate myself too. You're right. That's probably why
That
you
does
didn't talk
upset
to
me
me.
too. Cause well, it doesn't really upset me, but there are a couple cousins who don't say anything to me at any funerals, and I've never had any beef with them ever in my life. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm not going up to you, so I'm not surprised you're not coming up to me. I guess, but
Yeah, it's
everyone else
weird.
talks to me. There's only like two who don't.
It's
I don't know
weird the
why.
ones who like I spent the last funeral talking to my baby cousin
Yeah,
and that's it. And then we had the cousin who I'm closest in age to was there, didn't say anything to me. And
yeah,
then our other cousin's wife didn't say anything to me. It was very weird. It was
yeah.
like, okay, okay. I don't know what I
I don't
did to
know.
y'all.
I'm sure it's just some weird drama. Who cares?
Probably.
So,
Probably. But
anywho, and then we get
it
a
always drives me
flashback
crazy.
of because this is the same park where Tammy stopped walking in the very first episode. So we had to flashback to that. And now Tammy has only gained weight from that moment and she looks way worse. So,
So much worse.
um, yeah. And then Amy kind of defends, like, well, I haven't been working out, but I've been up and down all day long. And I feel like these people do not understand that, yes, working out is helpful, but working out isn't the primary way that you lose weight, because if you're still consuming too many calories, it doesn't matter how much you're working out. So Amy says that her ultimate goal is to weigh 150 and she wants one more baby, but she wants the second baby pretty quickly because she and Tammy are close in age. And then she gives Michael the bad news that since Tammy is now housebound, she feels like they need to stay at their current house a little bit longer. And then Michael's like, this is the only demand I've ever heard Michael ever make so far in the show. Is he's like,
Yeah.
I actually kind of wanted to live closer to work. And she's like, well, I don't feel safe leaving Tammy. So sucks to suck, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't like how there's a couple things I didn't like about this conversation. For one, the fact that she just so easily kind of ignored his needs. I
mhm.
hated that. And then I also hated the fact, which it's probably just a pet peeve of mine. So Amy just talks, right? But then Michael, they put the um thingy on. What are it called? Like
Mike.
they they can't understand Michael, so they put like his
Oh, the subtitles.
yes. And I was
Yeah.
like, I can understand him just fine. I don't know if that makes me a redneck too, but he's not unclear.
We might be rednecky. I don't know. Cause yeah, I don't have a problem understanding him either.
No, because I was like, I heard him, but I hate how this is all he asked, and she's like, well, don't care. My sister needs me. But yeah, I agree. That was nothing. Don't worry about it.
And
It's
there's
fine.
her
Don't
Dr.
worry.
Pepper, folks.
Don't worry about it. That was nothing. I don't have a problem. You do. It's gonna make me nicer. But yeah, I don't like how she just easily dismisses his one thing he wants, which is to move closer to his job.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't they're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like cuz right now I think they live in Dixon, right? Doesn't that sound right?
Yeah,
And I
Dixon.
don't think there's much around it. So I wonder how I don't know what he does. So how God only knows how long this guy's having to commute, but and then Amy talks that if Tammy basically doesn't change her ways, they're going to be planning her funeral soon. So, which isn't
Yeah,
wrong, but
but this
yeah.
is weird because is this the part where she talks about the? No, this is when Chris comes over. She talks about the funeral.
Yeah, Chris comes over because he's just
Yeah,
getting back from the doctor and he's visiting Amy. And this is where he holds the baby and it's just super freaking cute. Um,
it's
and
so
he lost
cute.
18 pounds, not 18 additional pounds, but 18 total pounds above. So three more than the 15 he was supposed to lose. So
Which is
still
good
great
for
job.
him. Good for him. And that maybe
Fantastic job.
looks small on Chris too, but
Yeah.
less so at least.
Yeah. And then Chris has to stop smoking before he can get green lighted for surgery, which I feel like I hope that they would have had this conversation at the beginning,
I hope
then save it
so.
for now. Cause this seems stupid. If he wasn't told you have to quit smoking when we were on this weight loss journey, it seems like you should have been upfront with everything you'll have to do requirement wise
Yeah.
before doing this. But what do I know?
Because quitting
And then he
smoking is
says that
hard. That's a
yeah,
hard
and it's
one.
also a lot of times, at least I've never been a smoker, but I've heard that people who quit smoking tend to eat more afterward because you don't have an oral thing anymore. So you'll like
Yeah.
snack more and things like that
Yeah,
to,
you
cover
can
up
have an
the
oral
need to
fixation, yeah.
smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
and
Chris says that he's going to do the
yeah.
surgery regardless of whether or not Tammy is doing it.
Which is
So,
good cuz Amy's like, "Yeah, I think you need to." Like,
yeah.
don't feel guilty. I know we talked about it, touched it about it in the beginning, but it's so sweet watching Amy watch Chris hold her son. It's
It
just
really is a cute moment. She seems so content and happy
yeah,
watching it. So,
this is one of those moments where Amy being a mom didn't annoy me. It's like, "Aw,
it was
this
very
is a good
calm. Yeah, it was
yeah.
just a very beautiful moment, honestly. Um, and then Amy says that she's proud of Chris, but it's one more nail in Tammy's coffin. And then she says, me and Chris were supposed to do this with Tammy, but I argue that Tammy was supposed to do this with you too, and
Yep.
she didn't. So I don't blame I mean, you can't think like that anymore. Tammy didn't do it with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean,
So you guys aren't bad diet partners, she is.
yeah, it's like Chris being like, "I feel like I failed." It's like, "No, she failed herself because even if Chris would have been over there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, she would have found a way to do it. She did it when Amy was next door. She was hiding candy bar wrappers in her
Yep,
trash.
she
Like,
was.
there's no way this woman, I mean, she's an addict. Like, this is what
She is.
addicts
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then Amy's basically they're kikiing right now. And so Amy's like, Tammy is calling me to go get her healthy food because Jerry can't find it in the store, which is bullshit. If that is something Jerry is saying to Tammy, that is the most idiotic thing I've ever said. It's literally the corners of the store.
So, Audie, I
That's
have
where
a
the healthy food
question
is.
real quick. I don't want to date myself. What is kikiing?
I don't really know. I think it's Kiki Palmer. I think is that where it came from? Kiki.
Oh,
It's just like
okay. Like talking
chit
smack?
chat. Like yeah. What
Okay.
is kikiing?
I don't know, but
Is it
you
from
said it,
Kiki
and I'm like, I
Palmer?
don't even know what that is. I feel
I don't
so
know.
old.
It says the term was popularized by the Scissor Sisters song, Let's Have a Kiki. So there you go.
That sounds dirty. The Scissor Sisters?
Yeah. Maybe I
Okay.
don't know what it is. It says informal gathering of close friends for chatting, laughing, and gossip.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So
they are kikiing.
Kikiing, but I didn't know where it came from because I thought it was Kiki Palmer because every time I see a clip of her, I think she's adorable and she's hilarious. So I thought it was about her, but it's not. So I
Sorry,
didn't know.
I was just wondering. I was like, I don't know what that means. But yeah, no,
And then
because
then
they are just
yeah, go
talking
ahead.
smack. They're gossiping right now.
Yeah, and I do apologize if we start talking over each other more. Summer's phone died and I can't see her anymore, so
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
It's
don't know what's
plugged in, but
happening.
it's still
No,
not
it's
coming
fine.
back.
It's fine. So, we find out that Darlene has purchased Tammy 2 burial plots in preparation for Tammy's death, basically. So,
Which would that
yeah,
work? Because I mean, I understand the theory that she would be so wide she would need two, but would you
I
have to
think
get
she
like
might be
two?
too so wide that you'd have to burn her, honestly. And I'm not trying to
That's
be like rude or anything, but I
well, that's
don't
what I was
think you could
thinking.
get a coffin big enough for this.
No, and I was like, there's no way they're gonna let you just put somebody in the middle of two plots. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't see how they would do that.
Standard coffins accommodate 350 pounds.
Oh my god, that's it?
Yep.
That's crazy. I don't know why I thought it would be
Yep.
more than that.
But there are oversized coffins that can hold 400 to 1100 pounds. But like, would they be able to afford an oversized coffin? My search is going to be insane.
Yeah, I hope you're on Kyle's. It's gonna really mess with him.
I am. I want to see how much an oversized coffin costs between $1,000 and $4,000.
They can't afford that. They can't afford that.
No,
Sorry.
you'd have to, I think it'd be cheaper just to burn her, honestly, as awful as that sounds. But,
Well, and interestingly enough, when I went to the funeral home with Grandpa, they do make extra large urns, but the guy said he's like most of the time that's just superfluous waste unless you really think you need an extra large. He's like most people just fit in a regular. He's like if you look online there's sizes, but that's really just he was like it's kind of ridiculous. There's always space. I was like, "Oh,
yeah, I don't know
interesting."
when the only time I've ever gotten back ashes, it was just in a box like that they give you.
Yeah, that's what we got grandma back in. She's just
Yeah.
in a
It was
box.
just a box with her name on it. That was it.
Yeah.
So,
And the funeral home said that if we did decide later that grandpa wants an urn, that we just bring the ashes and the urn or just whatever back to them and they will put her in it at no charge.
you can just do that at home though, and you can get an urn on Amazon. That's what I did.
Yeah, but they said even if you, because he even said it, he's like, even if you find one somewhere else, just bring it in and we'll put her in there. Like, there's no reason why you
Oh,
need
that's
to
nice
open that.
because
We
it
will
is.
take,
I did it myself when I had to
yeah.
transfer it, and it is an experience. So
Yeah, I feel like I talked to you, I think, after a while after that, and that seems traumatizing, even if it's at the time, maybe not. I don't know if that's
I
something I
know
want to
it
do.
was
Yeah.
it was weird, but anywho,
Sorry. We got
so
off subject again,
no,
but it's
it's
okay.
fine. So Chris and Amy are talking about that they need to send Tammy to a controlled environment. And then they reveal that Tammy has not reached out to a therapist. So they're planning a light intervention because at this point, what else are they supposed to do? Honestly.
Is
So,
anyone really that surprised that she hasn't reached out to a
yeah.
therapist yet? Because, like, I'm not like,
No.
"Oh my god, what? That's crazy."
I wish she had because I mean, I really think that she doesn't. I feel like she doesn't value her life, and that makes me sad because I think
No.
that even though she drives me nuts, I mean, I know her family loves her and they've got to see something in her. So,
Yeah, I don't know what, but yeah, they seem to like her. Still
but
not a fan.
basically, they frame it like they're having a family dinner to go and talk to Tammy. Um, So it's going to be great. The food looked great though. They had like a big old salad and kebabs and like these really like crispy looking Brussels sprouts. It all looked delicious, honestly.
It really did. I will say Chris is just a great cook.
He is a great cook. It looked so yummy. Those Brussels sprouts, man. I wanted Brussels sprouts when I saw
The
those.
only
They
time
look
I've
so
ever
good.
had the first time I had Brussels sprouts was when Jacob's wife made them
Wife.
for us for
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, there
I got
are.
really I tend to get have hyper fixation meals. And so for like a year ago, my fixation for like a month and a half was like pan roasted Brussels sprouts with like pan roasted, sorry, that's Jacob, pan roasted shrimp every night. And that was my dinner every night. And I was obsessed with it.
I
And
get
then
that.
I
That
couldn't
sounds.
find Brussels sprouts anymore for a while, and so I stopped eating it.
Is this kind of like your
So
hyperfixation that you had for the sushi from the grocery store for a while?
yep. Yep. Currently it's my burritos, my homemade burritos that I'm
Your homemade
obsessed
burrito.
with. Yeah, I mean, this is just what I do.
I
I
I
just
mean
I don't like changes, so I find one thing I really really like to eat and that's all I eat until I cannot stand the look of it anymore.
I get that
So,
because I was obsessed with avocados and Funyuns for a while. So
avocados and Funyuns.
yeah, if you take so this is just my I feel like this is a pretty good tip. If you take one of the little small 2 for a dollar bag of Funyuns, right? That
Yeah.
almost every grocery store has. So one bag of those with a pretty good sized avocado, just a regular sized avocado that's ripe. You take your avocado and you mush it up and then you crunch up your Funyuns to like a you don't want dust, but like crunchies crumbs, and then put them in
Mhm.
your avocado and mix them up. It makes what I call crunchy guacamole, and it is so good. And you just eat it with a spoon.
Honestly, it does sound pretty good.
I'm not gonna
That
lie, I
sounds
was pretty
delicious.
obsessed with it for a while. I have one bag of Funyuns left when my obsession stopped, I guess, and I was like, well, I can't afford
Yeah.
avocados. But when avocados are
I can
cheap,
afford an avocado, but
they're really
man,
good.
that's yeah. So Chris, they're all having lunch or dinner, and Chris tells Tammy that he got approved from the for the surgery, and even though he didn't, because he still has to stop smoking.
Yeah.
And so Tammy is acting nonchalant because it's Tammy. And then I wrote down the conversation from here because I did think it was interesting.
Yes,
So
queen.
um, he says, Tammy, we started this journey together. I got ahead of you a little bit, and I'm just because I'm getting the surgery doesn't mean I'm not going to be around to give you a push when you need it. And then he makes the mistake of talking about Jerry, and we know how Tammy's going to react because he says,
Yeah.
I know Jerry helps around the house a lot, but I also know he contributes to your diet being unhealthy. And then Tammy says, not anymore. And then Chris points out that they've been on this diet together for months and Tammy's weight has only gone up, not down. And then Tammy starts yelling, I've been trying. And then she says, y'all ain't even here every fucking day. And then Chris says, and Chris stays calm for most of this conversation. He
Yeah,
says,
he
you're
does.
right. I'm not because I have my own life, which I really loved that line personally. Just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I have a life. I can't monitor you 24/7.
I do love
Um,
that. I love him being like, "No, I'm not gonna feel guilty for that."
Yeah, just like, okay, I mean, miss me with that shit. And then Chris says, oh, not Chris, Tammy. Tammy says, I'm not going to have y'all attacking him. And then Chris is like, I'm not attacking him. I know you love him. That's fine. And I respect that. But at the same time, he doesn't need to be your enabler. And then she says, he's not. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And then Chris says, the other day I come in here and he cooked a meatloaf the size of this pan for the two of you. And it's like a really like it's like one of those if you haven't watched the episode in a while, it's like one of those like big old what would you call that? Like an an 8 by
Like a
16, like it's a big
Yeah, it's like a
plate.
buffet. Like that's what I
Yes.
expect at like like the church potlucks that you used to go to where it's like
Yes.
we got to feed everybody. Like it was huge
Yeah,
and
like a
that's for
big old like
everybody.
banquet plate kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Um, so meatloaf that big, which yum. But anyway, so then she says, okay, it doesn't mean I ate it that day. And then Chris is like,
Okay.
Tammy, you got a food addiction. Don't sit here and play no bullshit games with me. He cannot be your enabler. So honestly, right now I love Chris a lot.
I
Like I know he pissed me off in the new season, but here he's actually confronting and I
I
appreciate it.
wish yeah, I wish this Chris was in season 8 cuz I was like go off king. You are the boss. Tell her what's up. Like let's go. He did not care. He was letting it
No, he
all
didn't
out.
care at
I
all.
loved it.
Um, And then Tammy says, is this why we're doing this? And he says, what are you talking about? And she says, this conversation. If this is why y'all are here, I'm fucking leaving, which popped me so hard because why does this bitch who cannot walk threaten to leave the room so often?
Yeah, cuz
It
at some
makes
point
me laugh.
I don't know why we're not just like, "Okay, go."
Literally,
Because
his next line was, then leave.
yeah, it's like,
So,
"Then go." Because you know you're not going to, and it's an empty threat because you can't get your big butt up to leave this room in any kind of dignity or
no.
grace that we're all not gonna laugh at. So,
Oh my god. Yeah, but no, she can't go anywhere. And then she says, "Y'all are fucking yelling." And Chris is like, "Ain't nobody yelling, but you're getting offensive," which I'm thinking is like a combination of offended and defensive in one
yeah.
word because she is
Y
offended and she is getting defensive.
yeah.
So, I'm still vibing with it. But
I'm
then
still
she
here
says,
for it.
"Yeah, because y'all are blaming him and I don't want to talk about it anymore." And then Chris says, "That's your answer to everything." And then
Yep.
Tammy's like, "This was supposed to be fun, not this bullshit." And then Chris is like, "Every time we try to talk to you about anything you don't like, you choose to shut down," which is true. That's
Yep.
exactly, this is her MO. And then Tammy says, "That's my way of not fighting." And then Chris says, "Horse shit. Ain't nobody here trying to fight. We're trying to talk. We care about you. We want you to be around. We understand that you got a food addiction. Fine. Take a run with therapy and go lose weight." And then Tammy says, "I never fucking said I wasn't going to talk to a therapy," which made me laugh
Okay. I'm never
because
gonna
she
talk to
literally
a
said, "Talk
therapy.
to a therapy. Go talk to a therapy."
You go
And
talk
she
to
said,
him.
and then, and then Chris is like, because he kind of got interrupted. So basically, it was like, because if you don't, you're going to end up bedridden. And then, like Dr. Proctor said, once you're bedridden, it's game over. And then Amy says, "We don't want to lose you," because no one else is participating. Like Brittany, Michael, and Amy are all in the room. And Chris is having this whole match with Tammy with Gage on his chest.
Yeah, which I honestly love that G status of like, "I'm holding this baby's still asleep because I can put
Yeah,
you in your
baby's,
place and be a loving place." So,
yeah, and be a safe place for this baby. And then
yeah.
Tammy's last line is, "It doesn't fucking matter." And then Chris hands the baby to Brittany and heads outside and to calm down. And then once Amy comes, it looks like to talk to him, he immediately is like, "Fuck all this," and goes back inside.
Yep.
So, because then he says he's going to clean up his mess and leave because he's not putting up with her ass today. Um,
I
and
love
he
it.
says something about how she's gained 100 pounds in just a few months. And then he says, "Jerry has to be bringing her the food because the bitch isn't leaving the house. You don't give a drug addict drugs, so why would you give someone with a food addiction food?" Agree with
Yep.
you. I do agree with you.
100% Chris,
Um,
go off.
and then Chris says, this is because he's just trying to like calm it down, I guess. And he says, we do want you to understand that we love you. And all the while, Tammy is not acknowledging him. She's playing on her phone, pretending like
Which
he's
I
not
would
there
have picked that phone off and thrown it through the wall and given her
and thrown it
$50.
against the wall.
I was
Yep.
so mad
And
about this part. I was like, "You're being
it's so
disrespectful."
disrespectful. Yeah. And then Chris says, like, he brings up the only alternative is a controlled environment. "I'd rather you be pissed off at me for the rest of your life and lose this weight than you die. So the ball is in your court," which is also a nice line. I liked it.
Yeah. I like that.
And then Amy says something like, "If Tammy doesn't take this seriously, something, that's the $5,400 question." So, is the cost of surgery $5,400? Or
I
is
don't know,
like
maybe.
the life insurance on Tammy $5,400? What's $5,400?
I don't know. It's Amy. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what she was saying. And then they leave and Tammy refuses to say goodbye to Gage, which I thought was
Yeah.
like, I mean, I get it. Like right now I don't want to kiss your baby, but also like it's kind of childish, honestly,
Yeah, it's like
to
he
be like,
didn't
I'm
do
not saying goodbye
anything.
to my nephew because I'm pissed at adults. Okay.
It's like, okay. I mean,
All right.
okay.
And then I agree with Amy because Amy says in her little thing, because she's talking about what happened with Tammy, and she's basically one of the lines she says is, when do I get to stop caring if you're going to stop caring? And I think that that's a really good line because it's like, why am I worried about you when you're not worried about you?
But I think I love this. I love that line because I did remember that too. I think she has stopped. I think that's where we're at in season 8. Like, her being
Amy?
like, yeah, with the whole, I don't
Yeah.
care anymore if Tammy's going to be a bitch. She just is who she
Yeah.
is, and I'm tired of it.
She's disengaged now. And I love it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here
So,
for it. So I think we finally know when that time is. And Amy, you just have like 6 more years or 6 more episodes or 6 more seasons,
yeah,
and then
this
you're done.
like, yeah, and then you're done.
Then you're
And
done.
then we get like a 2 weeks later thing and then we get that really close up shot that Tammy does on her phone
Oh,
that I
yes.
hate and it's kind of shocking. And then
Yeah.
she's like, I've given it thought and I've decided to go into nursing rehab. And then she says that she wants to get healthy. She wants her life back. She just needs help. And then she's like, and Jerry and I are taking a break. And then she says she doesn't want to talk about it. And then she says, there's nothing I can do about it. There's no point in dwelling, which makes it sound like Jerry broke up with her,
Yep.
right?
100%. That's
Or
what I took
or
it as
he's
too.
with someone else now or something,
Like his
something happened.
wife. I'm just
It
kidding.
sounds like it wasn't her decision is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Um
that's what I took that as well. But
yeah.
also, like, yeah, girl, hold the camera up when you film these, please.
Yeah, please hold it away from you a little
Because,
bit. We get
like,
like a whole shot of her either shaved or not shaved chin. And I
yeah, I
don't know
don't think
why
this,
we're so close to it.
like, but she's clearly got a 5 o'clock shadow, which, girl, same. Like, the last podcast, I talked about a chin hair for like 30 minutes. It's a whole chapter. But, like, girl, hold up the camera. Like, hold it up. Don't film from the bottom up. And,
Yeah.
oh my
It's
God.
not flattering. It's
No,
really not
it's
flattering.
not. And I don't think this is her idea. I mean, I don't know because I haven't watched season 3, but to me, it's like I've decided to go and I've decided to get better. It's like, no, you haven't. I guarantee you, your family's like, we're not bringing you food anymore. Go to rehab.
Maybe. I mean, we'll have to see. I remember some of the things that happened in the next season, so I'm really excited to get into them. And then the last thing of season 2, it's a black screen that says that she's basically could not find a place to accommodate her size locally, and she's still looking. So
Which means she's
that's
not doing
fun.
nothing. Oh, I had 2 other things. We need to rewind real quick. 2 other random comments that I forgot about until we were
Go
talking
for
about
it.
Tammy's filming capability. Um, when she was holding, is it Gage, right? That's the baby.
Gauge, yes.
I always get I don't know, the glages, but when she
The
was holding the
glages.
baby, she kept having to move her chin so she could see him properly, and it was cracking me up, and I feel so bad. But, like, if you
Oh
go back and watch that scene, she was, like, and you can't see me, but she was, like, moving her chin a lot and trying to, like, get a look at him without just her fat rolls over the baby's face, and I was like, "Oh my
I
god."
didn't even notice. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
go back and watch it. Like, she does it a few times. She just keeps picking her chin up and trying to move it so she can see his face. I'm like, "This is oh, I'm trying not to
Oh
laugh."
my god. I need to look that up.
It's
That sounds
it's so bad.
hilarious.
And then my other comment that's just a random, like, side thing if y'all go back and watch these episodes, watch how Jerry sits when he's with Tammy. So, like, in their talking heads, which are full body shots, thanks for that, um, Tammy takes up a certain amount of space, but then
Yeah.
Jerry is man spreading like he's trying to go east to west. And, like, it's like he's
Yeah,
taking
he
up the
was very man
same
spready.
amount of space that Tammy is per shot, and I'm like, "Can you not just put your legs together, sir? Like, I know that there's only 2 of you in this shot, and you are not keeping somebody out, but this just drives me insane." I was like, why are you doing the splits on this chair?"
Maybe he
Like,
has like massive balls.
I mean, I'm assuming it's just because he has to go that wide to, get in there, but I was like,
What
"I hate
what?
this. Get
Go
all up
that
in
wide
that."
to get in there?
Yeah,
Why would
how
he
you
need to spread his legs to get in there? That doesn't
I
make
don't
sense.
know. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
How do you and Carl do it? What the frick? Like,
Well, maybe if he's laying
why are his
down,
legs
he's got a
spread?
spread. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
What?
Maybe to ride it. Maybe he did.
I need
maybe
to draw you a picture of what's supposed to happen.
Yes, I
Apparently.
guess, because I'm like, is this how he rides her? He's like, I've got to spread my
Oh
legs so I get over her back.
no, that doesn't make any sense
I
at
was like,
all.
I
He
don't
just must have
understand
like
this.
massive testicles that he can't pinch.
Well, it's still annoying me. So learn how to put your legs together. It annoyed
Tuck them
me.
back. Sit on
Like,
them. I don't know. Do
yeah,
something.
it annoys me. But yeah, I'm sorry. Those were the two random comments that I was like, wait, I forgot to talk about this because it
Well,
annoyed me.
thank you for talking about those.
Yeah,
They were
go
great.
back though.
So
If you haven't seen, go back to the scenes where she's holding the glages for the first time, and watch her keep moving her chin out of the way. And if you don't know what
okay, I need
the
to watch
glages
that.
are, that's that woman that what's her name?
Cheyenne.
Yeah, hilarious.
She's hilarious. She does skits and impressions on Instagram of the whole family, and they are so funny. Spot
So
on.
funny.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, so let's wrap this up. So next week we're going to cover season 3, episode 1, Welcome to Rehab. Tammy makes a life-altering decision. Amy finally gets a taste of the life she's always wanted. An emergency surgery has repercussions for Chris.
Oh, what?
Exciting.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
exciting.
excited.
Well,
okay.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Seasoned sisters, they're not quite a thing.